my beautiful bookish friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am in the same clothes as my last video because I'm filming it right after. I am doing my May TBR. So I'm very excited about my May TBR. Some of the books you will have seen, especially if you watch my wrap up or last month's TBR. So I'm going to start with those and get those out of the way, and then we'll get into the new stuff. So let me just mention them briefly. Currently I am on page 54 of The Shadow Glass. This is the finale book to Rin Shabako's Bone Witch series. I've talked about this book at length in wrap-ups and my hauls and things, so check those out there on a playlist that will be linked up here on a card and down below and all that jazz. But I am going to be finishing this book first this month. Then I am going to finish Kingdom Keepers. I'm about 50 some pages in on this one as well. I put this book down just because it wasn't what I wanted to read at the time, and now that I'm reading The Bone Witch, I'm kind of in the mood for fantasy and magic, so this will be the next one. This one is just so long. And then the last one I didn't read in April that I want to get to this month is Nancy Drew. So this one is 3 separate mystery stories. I talked about this in my April TBR at length. Again, that will be linked on a playlist if you want to see it. But 3 separate stories, so I might read one, go to something else, come back. But I want to get through that. Now, let's talk new books. I obviously have not been buying books, so this is a great time for me to get through my backlist books. So I have quite a few here to go along with these other ones, and hopefully I can get through them all. I think maybe, who knows, school will be over for me in less than a month, and like over, I'm graduating. Thank the Lord, praise Jesus, hallelujah. I will be done with school and off into the real world. But Corona is making the world a weird place, so I have no idea what is happening in my life right now. I'm graduating virtually, which sucks, and I'm really mad about it, and I have strong feelings about it, and I might make a video about it, but some people have it way worse off than me, so I feel like it's like not okay to make a video about it complaining that I don't get my graduation when like other people are like losing their jobs. So yeah, I'm in a conflicted place right now, but we're here to talk about books. So the first book I want to try and read this month is actually a short one, and it is called Ruined. It's about a girl named Rebecca who moves to New Orleans. I believe this is a middle grade. Yeah, I think it's a middle grade or young adult. It's quite short, so I think it's probably middle grade. But her dad is traveling, so she's going to be in New Orleans. And let's see, I don't remember a whole lot about this. Her aunt's house is really creepy, and her aunt, oh, that's right, her aunt is a psychic. And she goes to a prep school with a lot of snooty girls who she doesn't really fit in with, and she gets bullied. And then she figures out, because New Orleans is a city filled with ghosts, she can see ghosts, and they become her friends. So this is a duology, I think, or a trilogy, but I don't think it'll take me long to read it. I just wanted something a little more like paranormal and horror-esque in my life because it's been a while since I've read anything like that. So I wanted to give this a go. The next one I have is called The Perfect Date and is a adult contemporary romance. This one I got like back in January, I think. But it's all about a girl who is a bartender in the Bronx, and she's a single mom, and she ends up meeting a professional baseball player who's kind of a player, and he wants to show her that he can change for her and all this stuff, but she's gonna make him work for any kind of relationship they have because she doesn't really care who he is. There's some representation in here, I have to think. She is Puerto Rican, and it doesn't say what he is, but I think he is a person of color based on the pictures here. But I was informed that this is written by Chad Ochocinco's wife, or ex-wife, and this is actually about a real Major League Baseball player, like this character here. What's his name? Caleb is based on an actual Major League Baseball player. And I'm not going to say who it was, but my friend thinks she knows, and I think she might be right. So I think it's funny, so I'm going to read it. next one probably seems like a really strange pick, but I want to read this Moana comic collection because I need some Disney goodness in my life. And this actually, I think it has some like special Pixar comics as well. It's basically the movie and like little stories from in between as well. So I'm hoping to just read it, and it'll be a quick read. It's not super long, but it looks like it'll be really fun and just like something to get through. It's less than 210 pages, I think. Oh no, it's 234, but that's plus the special content. So yeah, I just want to give this a go because I haven't read a graphic novel in a while, and I think that they're really easy to read and they're a great way to just break a reading slump. So I'm gonna read through this. I'm looking to get some new graphic novels, so if you have any to recommend, please leave them down below. Also this month I want to try and get through Pandemonium. This is the second book in the Delirium series, and I really did not like how Delirium ended, to the point that I'm unhauling it because I'm never going to read it again. This is the second book in a trilogy all about if the United States decided that love is the problem, to remove everyone's ability to love and partner them with someone who matches on a test, like statistically it makes sense for them to be together, then we will fix all of our problems. It's basically a big dictatorship. Are we surprised? No. So I'm not a big dystopia fan, and I did not like the first one. I liked parts of it, but not all of it. So now I want to try and read the second one because I bought the whole trilogy like a moron instead of just buying the first book. So this is the second one, and I'm really hoping that this is better than the last one. Because if it's better than the last one, I'll keep this and the third one. But if it's not, I'm getting rid of the whole series. I need a little nonfiction in my life. I need a little true crime. I need a little something. So I'm going to try and read Black Dahlia Red Rose, which is all about the crime, corruption, and cover-up of America's greatest unsolved murder. Yes. This is about Elizabeth Smart, who was murdered brutally in California in the 30s, I believe. Nope, 1947. I was like 17 years off. So it's been like a long time. I think over 70 years since this happened, and they still don't know who did it. There's a lot of theories, there's a lot of suspects. Some people have come forward saying, you know, there's a guy who came forward who said it was his dad, and I was like, okay. So yeah, basically a lot of stuff has happened and been uncovered that evidence wasn't, evidence back then was so different than it is today. Basically it's just like, this is all going to talk about the allure of the mystery and why people are so interested in it still, probably because it's been so long and we still don't know who killed her. And finally, I'm going to dip into one of my books of the month, because I've only read 2 of my books of the month, and that's bad because I have a lot of them. This one is Things You Save in a Fire. Now I know some people did not like this book. This one is about, I believe, yeah, it's a girl who is one of the only female firefighters in her Texan firehouse, and she's seen her fair share of them. Is a total pro at managing other people's tragedies. When she's estranged, an ailing mother asked her to give up her whole career and move to Boston. She suddenly has an emergency of her own. Basically, she moves back to Boston to be with her mother, who is dying, and now she has to work in this Boston firehouse, and things are very different there, and it's kind of like a boys club. So a lot of people said they just didn't like the character of her because she's kind of like, I'm not like other girls, I'm tomboy. But a lot of people said they didn't like Dominic and Love Her or Lose Her, and I really liked him. So I think it just kind of is based on the perspective that you're coming from. But I'm going to try and read this because it's not very long, and it seems like it will be kind of emotional and a little bit different. Like, I haven't really read anything like this like a contemporary kind of drama thing, and I really like shows like Chicago Fire and stuff like that, so hopefully this will be good. Now it is time to pull from the TBR mug. I know I already talked about a lot of books, but I didn't do this last month and I felt bad, so we're gonna do it this month. So I'm going to pull from the depths of the mug. What do we have? What do we have? Curse series. So this is the Curse series. This is an ebook series on my Kindle. So I will save this piece of paper because I will definitely forget that I did this, and leave that on there. So I will be trying to read the Curse series, and if I recall, that was something I just downloaded because it was free on Kindle. So I will update you guys on that. I think I'm gonna do a reading vlog this month, and so maybe I'll do like a readathon of that. So if you guys want to see a readathon or a reading vlog like this video, and if you want to let me know what your TBR is this month, that would be greatly appreciated. Leave it down below for me. I hope you guys are having as good of a April/May, end of April, start of May. What day is it? I don't know. I think it's May now. Whatever. I hope you're having as good of a day as you can be having right now, okay? That's about it. But I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.